Hello fashion lovers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Fluxify Apparels. So on today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you on how to draft this satin A-line skirt. It's trendy right now and it is very breezy, easy for the summer. You get right. So if this is what you love, let's get right into it. So on today's tutorial I'm going to be needing this ruler, my pins, and this my pattern skirt block. Now this skirt block, I've drafted a tutorial, I've done a tutorial on it, so it's, if you've not seen it, I'm going to be putting the link on my comment section. So I'm going to be using my satin fabric. This satin fabric is about 3 yards, so I'm not going to be using all, right? So I'm going to be going ahead to fold my fabric on a bias. On a bias means you're folding it like a you're folding it into a triangle shape, right? So I'm going to be placing my skirt pattern on it. Note that my skirt pattern is already a pencil skirt, but what I need is an A-line skirt. So I'm going to be pasting it and pinning on my fabric just the way you see me. Just go ahead and do yours like this, right? So on my M line I'm going to be coming out by 5 inches. Now this vary, you can come out by 6 inches, you can come out by 7 inches, depending on how full you want your A-line skirt to look, you know, right? Okay, now I'm going to be connecting that line right away with my ruler, and this is what I have already. So we're getting there. That line now that you've extended, that 5 inches came out with, I'm going to be connecting it back again to your hip line with your ruler, just the way you see me do. Go ahead and do yours exactly the way you see me do. And this is my A-line skirt. You see how easy it is? Yes. So I'm adding my seam allowance. So I'm going to be starting from my waistline. I added 1.5 inches seam allowance all the way from my waist to my skirt hem, and I'm going to be extending and connecting those points together. But first off, I had to hold my fabric together. So this is me connecting those lines or points together. So I went up on my waist by half an inch, and this half an inch is going to be helping in my joining of my facing. Remember that this particular skirt, it does not have a band, right? It's a bandless skirt. So but if you want to use, if you don't want to use a zipper for this particular skirt, you can go ahead and use your elastic, right? So it's the same thing. The facing you kept for the skirt, you can also get your band from that facing, right? It is easy, right? It's easy. Don't stress it. So I went ahead to add my ½ inch allowance on my M line for folding, and we're going to be connecting the points together just the way you see me do. Right, I'm going to be going ahead to cut the skirt pattern. So as you can see, I've cut out my front skirt pattern. So I went ahead to fold my fabric on the bias and place my back pattern. This particular skirt has a zip allowance, so the same thing we did for the front. We came out by 5 inch on the M allowance, M sides, and connected it back to my hip line. It's the same thing we're doing right here for the back skirt pattern. I'm just going to be extending my M line out to get that 5 inches that I marked out. Remember, you can do more than 5 inches, right? So I went ahead to mark out my seam allowance like the way you see me do, 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be doing that all the way from my waist to my M allowance. I'm going to be connecting the points together. Went ahead to add ½ an inch on my M of my skirt, and I'm going to also add half allowance on my waist part of my skirt. So I'm going to ahead to cut out every single bead of the skirt. This is it for the back pattern. So for my zipper allowance, I went ahead also to cut out that part, right? Don't forget, if you don't want to use a zip, you can use your band. And if you don't want your band to be, if you don't want your zipper to be at the back of this particular skirt, you can make it to be at the sides. It's the same thing, right? So another thing is, while you are doing this skirt, you should be able to use your invisible zip. It's preferable. So now I've placed my fabric on fold, and I'm going to be cutting out the facing for the skirts. Remember, it's a bandless skirt, so I went ahead to place my skirt pattern. This is the back skirt on my fabric, folded on two, like folded into two. So I'm tracing out the waist, and I'm marking out everything I need to mark out. But for the length of this particular band, I'm using 2.5 inches. You can go ahead and use your 2 inches, 2.5. So it's from this facing you can create your elastic band, right? So I went ahead to connect the points together, and this is what it's going to be giving me. So I went ahead to cut my facing. Remember, it's facing, not band. It's facing. This particular one is facing, not a band, right? So I'm slitting it open because it's of two sides. I brought my front. Remember, the front does not have a slit, so I'm going to fold it folding it into two. Sorry, to cut my front skirt pattern. I'm just tracing out the sides and the waist area, and I'm going to go ahead to mark out the length, my desired length, of which I marked out 2.5 inch. So I'm going to be connecting the points together with my ruler, and I'm going to be cutting all the way. So right away we have our back facing and we have our front facing. So I'm pinning it down and I'm cutting just the way you see me do. So I was done cutting. I notched the front area, and this is my back pattern, the two sides. So I'm placing my facing on it, the right side facing right side. This is how I'm placing it. This is how you're going to be sewing it. So but for now I'm going to push that. So let's go ahead and join our center back together. So for this particular tutorial, we are using a zipper for the back sides. So I will join from the waist to where I want my zipper to stop. I will not join there. I went ahead to join it. But if you don't want a zip, you can go ahead to join from the waist all the way down, because you don't want to fix or use a zip. So but for those that want to use a zip, you can go ahead. And if you don't want to use a zip by the back, center back, you can use it by the sides. It is also advisable to use it at the sides. And when you're, the kind of zipper you should use is a invisible zip, an invisible zip. So I'm going to be showing how I fix the zip, although this is not an invisible zip. So the zip was available in my office. So I went ahead to turn the zip upside down, like you can see. So just like saying the right side of the zip is facing the right side of the skirt. So I'm going to be coming down from the waist measurement by 1/2 inch on my zipper side. I'm placing my zipper on that place that I've already ironed, right? Like you can see. So I will not start my sewing from the tip. I'm going to be starting it 1/2 inch. I came down by 1/2 inch, right? And I'm pinning on that exact line where I ironed. right? So go ahead and pin yours. Now this part is for beginners, so that you can be able to understand how to fix your zipper. But I know I'm going to find time one of these days and teach on how to fix your zipper on your skirt or on your trousers, right? So you will now go ahead and sew. So to now turn it, you have to zip again. Like you see me do, I'm zipping again, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to be flipping it over to pin the other area, just the way you see me do. I'm flipping it over, assuming that I've sewn on the other side, so it's going to appear like this. So I'm going to be turning it all the way, so the other side just falls in place, right? The side that I've not pinned. So I'm going ahead to pin it again, just the way you see me do. And I'm just going to take this to my sewing table, and I'm going to be sewing all the way around my skirts. So you see, it is advisable to use a invisible zip. It sits well with this kind of cloth, right? So I was done fixing my zip, and it is very beautiful, but my zipper is very long and I need to trim it. So when you trim something like this, make sure you use a bias to cover it up, or you burn that edge, right? So I was done fixing my zip, and this is what it looks like. So I went ahead to bring my facing for my back skirt, and I'm going to be placing my skirt. So now you don't place it like this with the zip closed. You're not going to achieve what you want to achieve. So you're going to be opening it just the way you see me opening right now. Please don't fold it and sew. You're going to be opening it just the way you see me do right now, and sew on your waist, right? You're going to be sewing. So I'm going to ahead to pin down. I'm pinning down. So you're going to be sewing on that zipper part. Now you remember you've sewn your zip. Now this band has cut across where the zip is. So that place that the zip is, you're going to be sewing a little bit, like 0.25 inches on it. Just sew on it. It has to meet the zip. Sew on the zip, right? Then sew on your, yes, sew on your waist, half an inch. I was done sewing, and this is what it looks like. So that place is neatly sewn without your band. So the same thing I did for the other side, I'm going to be doing for this other side, right? I went ahead to pin, and I'm going to be sewing right away. So I was done, and this is what it looks like. So you can go ahead and iron. So I did the same thing to my front pattern. I placed my front pattern and my facing, and I sewed on it. And I'm going to go ahead and iron. Please, if you have an hemming gum, you can also use an hemming gum on this. So I went ahead to iron, and I'm going to be placing my front pattern and my back pattern together. We are almost done. So this is how it looks, right? So now this is my back pattern and my front pattern. So to join these sides, the seam sides, you're going to be opening up your facing, stretching it forward, like stretching it out, and you're going to be pinning the joinings together just the way you see me. These two joinings must meet. So I've opened it up, and I'm placing it together, and I'm putting a pin to it so it stays flat. So I'm going ahead to pin all the way to my sides. So now that is where I'm going to be joining my seam sides, the allowance. Remember, the allowance about 1.5. You can go ahead and mark out your 1.5 inches. So that is it. But if I were to be you, I won't mark my 1.5 inches all the way. Just mark your 1.5 inches. That's the seam allowance you gave on your hip, on your waist region to your hip region. Then the rest should just go half an inch, like small. Just form that A line so that you have a very nice effect, right? So that's one thing I noticed about this particular skirt. So if we are joining, you just join the 1.5 inches on the sides, and when you get to that hip part or knee part, you now extend, like just do half inch down, right? So this is how the skirt looks. You can also go ahead and weave your sides just the way you know that it's going to be neat, very neat. So the last thing I'm going to be doing on this particular skirt is folding the hem allowance, and that is very easy. Just fold it very little by little, gently by gently. That's right. So please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do as well to subscribe to my channel, like, share, drop your comment on the comment section. If this tutorial was helpful to you, please leave us with a comment section. Try and subscribe. This is all for the tutorial, and it is bye bye from me. Enjoy your day, and don't forget to click on that notification bell to get notified anytime I drop a new sewing tutorial. So until next tutorial, until next time, it's bye.